Good morning, everyone, and good morning to all the people that can't be here but will tune in on the replay. We seem to have a really big attendance list this morning, which is pretty exciting. And I'm sure you all know the drill, that if you have any problems, don't put anything in the chat box, just use the golden widget or go back into the system with your email, or the click here for support, just up the top. So without further ado, I think we're very close to welcoming Jack, and I'll hit the record first, and then we'll welcome him down too. Okay, there we go. Let's start the recording. And here we are. Excellent. The recording is active. So let's say good morning to Jack. I'm sure he's here, getting everything ready for the class. Oh, here he is.
Yes. I've already said good morning in the chat box from a grey Harrogate.
Oh, well, it's very hot where I am, so you'll be quite envious.
I am. I'm very envious of Jack's mum. She's in Morocco for 2 weeks.
Oh gosh. How did she get those gigs?
I know. I'm obviously doing something wrong.
She won't share that with you.
Well, yes, we don't do winter sun holidays, but we do ski holidays instead. So I've got a ski holiday to look forward to next month. So I'm not too upset.
All right. Well, it sounds like you've got a great lesson to give everybody this morning.
Yes,
and I noticed.
Yeah, go on.
I noticed Ita had some good news about the last bridge match she was in, and she credits you with her success. So you'll have to say congrats to her.
Yes, and it's always nice to when my students do well in a bridge game or match, and it's all due to not all, but a lot due to the lessons, of course. So yes, and thank you for stepping in for Bashir today, Franny. That's kind of you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. All right. Well, I'll get out of the way and enjoy the lesson.
We'll see you on the other side.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you, Franny. Let's get going, shall we? Where are we? Good morning to you all. Those watching in replay as well, very much a big part of our class. It's week jump overcalls today. So let's jump straight in with that. Pardon the pun. So you should agree week jump overcalls with partners, but nearly everyone plays them these days. They're just like week 2 openers. So you need a 6-card suit with at least 2 honours and between 5 and 10 points. So we're talking about if opener bids 1 club and you jump to, say, 2 spades. That's called a weak jump overcall, okay? And you do not need to alert or announce these bids as they are natural. The opponents can ask you what they are, or they'd ask your opponent. That's the etiquette. And you just say it's a weak jump overcall. Yeah, weak. That's all you need to say. So I've opened 1 heart. Over to your south. What would you bid with that one, everyone? Get you going. 7 points. 6 spades. So you just need to agree, these with your partner. But I mean, everyone should play weak jump overcalls. In the old days, they were played as strong. And remember, this is a weak jump overcall. 1 spade would be a normal overcall. Okay, let's not talk about that now. 2 spades, that is a weak jump overcall. You're jumping with a weak hand. There you go. 2 spades. Very useful bid. I love doing weak jump overcalls. Takes a load of bidding space away from the opponents when they've generally got stronger hands. Here's another one. What would you do with this? 12 points here. 6 spades. Yeah, so this is just a 1 spade bid. Yeah, too strong for 2 spades. Not suitable for double, by the way. If you've got a 5 or 6 card major, it's nearly always better to bid that rather than double, okay? With a 5, so that's useful. We do a lesson on that, actually. It's called double or overcall. We've done it in the past. It may still be in the replay library, but yeah, it's nearly always better to bid your 5 card major rather than make a takeout double. Let's play hand 1 straight away on BBO. Here it is. So it's a 1 club opener. And would you bid anything with the south hand? What have you got? 9 points. What's your best bid there? Beetle is in Halonga. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right. Yeah, so this is a textbook 2 spades hand, isn't it? No bid from west. Anything from north? I don't have to alert these bids, by the way. It's north bidding. To press the wrong button. Yeah, it's passed. It's put up or shut up, isn't it? And East is too weak to bid again with only 13 points. Yes, I'm assuming Q bids don't work over weak jump over calls. There you go. Because you know partner's only got 5 to 10 points, you see. Important point that. Yeah, unassuming Q bids don't work. I mean, you'd have to be super duper strong. But no, they don't really work. Right, so opening lead. What's the opening lead, do you think? Had a busy morning, actually. I've been playing one of my early morning paddle games at 8 o'clock. Had to fight the traffic there in Harrogate and fight the traffic back. But I'm here and all's good. Yeah, choose between the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Clubs. I don't always lead the ace of my partner suit, but here I might well get a ruff, you see, because I've got 3 little spades. So Ace of Clubs is correct. Don't mind the Queen of Diamonds, you know, it's okay. But I just think, yeah, partners opened the club, they've opened the bidding. And also, you know, South is weak. They're unlikely to have the King of Clubs. I think that's a good point here. You know, quite often it's not right to lead an ace. Oh, hang on, I'm a bit blurred. Well, I'm even more blurred now, hang on. Yes, we'll come back to my blurredness in a moment. But yes, you know, it's not always right to lead the ace of partners suit, especially if you think declare is strong. Right, so here we go. Let's play away. Right, and the 3rd round of clubs. What do we do now as declarer? We've reached an interesting point. I'm just going to try this thing again. Oh, it's not working. I might just turn my video off and turn it on again whilst you're thinking about which card to play. Hang on. I'm back in glorious Technicolor. So, what do we do you think? Do we trump it? If so, with what? Or do we do something else? Manjit, you need to speak to LearnBridge Online support, not me. Yes, actually, the problem is if you trump with the 8, which is a mistake, look at over trump with a 9. But also, you can't really afford to trump with a jack here, because that's a useful trump for drawing out the trumps. So what you do instead, it's rather clever, is you do a loser on loser. Yeah, throw the losing diamond. Yeah. You always get to lose a diamond. And if they were to continue clubs, actually they're going to switch to a diamond, but if they were to continue clubs, what would you do next, do you think? Yes, if they were to continue clubs, then you'd throw a heart. Yeah, good one. A heart loser. Another loser on loser. But actually at the table, they switched to the king of diamonds. Winning with the ace. Try and draw trumps. Right, interesting. Another interesting point has been reached in this hand. And it's good to play part score hands, actually. Sometimes you forget with my online lessons that we do play in part score hands. Not all bridge hands are played in game or slam. What do we do next, though? We've just won the king of spades. So we're drawing trumps. What do we do next? Do we play the queen of spades? I wouldn't play a low spade here. You might lose to the 9. A low spade would be wrong. But look what happens if you make the mistake, like some of you, not unreasonably play the queen of spades, but they win with the ace. And now another club comes back. And they get their trump promotion look. So if we trump low, they over trump. And if we trump high, their 9 of spades is promoted. It's called a trump promotion. So you're very well done. Instead, it can cost you nothing to do this. Hang on a second. Yeah. So, sorry, let's undo again. There. Oh, yeah, we're back to where we were. Yeah. Okay. So it costs you nothing actually to go to dummy with the ace of hearts and lead a spade towards the queen jack. Look what a difference it makes. Ace beats the air. They can come back a club, but now we rough high. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Draw the last trump. And just cash the king of hearts. Play a couple of trumps, hoping they might throw the wrong thing. Always worth doing that in bridge, Opponents get tired, confused. And they do sometimes throw the wrong thing at the end. That's why I like playing the cards out to the end when I play duplicate bridge, because over tricks are vital. But there we've made a very hard-earned 2 spades there, 110 for the top score. Actually, the opponents would have made 3 clubs, but really hard for them to get there. Good. There we go. Interesting, wasn't it? Well played if you did the loser on loser, discarding the diamond, and also well played if you went to dummy with the ace of hearts to take the spade finesse again, rather than just playing out the queen. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, so at the 2 level, it's quite easy. But if you have to make a weak jump over call at the 3 level, you need to be stronger, because there's a risk the opponents will double you. You might go for a big number. So really, to get jump to the 3 level, you need a good 7-card suit. Or a very good 6-card suit with some shape. 6, 4, 2, 1, maybe 6, 3. Yeah, a 6, 4, 2, 1 type of thing. And vulnerability is a major factor. Clearly vulnerable, you must be a lot more cautious, especially if you're vulnerable against not. It's dangerous to come in there. But obviously, if you're not vulnerable against vulnerable, you can be more, you can be more eventful or audacious, brave. Pick a word. So, I've opened 1 heart. Would you bid anything with that? You could say Cavalier B. Why not? Or adventurous, Pat. Yeah, so would you bid anything with that hand there? Vulnerabilities love all. A lot of overcalling, of course, and bidding in bridge is down to experience, the E word that I use. You can't teach it. You can only teach so much, and then you've just got to work out for yourself, using your experience to know whether it's wise to bid 3 diamonds here. Like I often say, it takes a year or two to learn the bidding in bridge, and a lifetime knowing when to break the rules. So I actually would be passing here. Not good enough for a 3 diamond weak jump overcall. Yeah, it does pass squat, but to make an overcall to make a normal overcall, let's not get confused, of 2 diamonds, you do need to have 8 or more points at the 2 level. I would pass with that. Only 6 points. Not good enough to go to 3 down. Look at the shape. The shape's very poor. You'd be taking a big gamble if you bid 3 diamonds there. Sometimes it'll work. What about this one? Again, I've opened a heart. You've got 7 clubs this time. Let's say it's love all. Even vulnerable, I would make the same bid here, you know. Even if I was vulnerable. What bid do you think I'm going to make? So here, a good 7 card suit, and we've got shape. It's clear to bid 3 clubs, isn't it? Bid to spoil, and there's something that will definitely spoil you. As I often say, that was my treat when I used to teach bridge in Harrogate at the Palm Court Cafe above Farrah's Food Hall's. Chocolate cake at 3 o'clock and a cup of Yorkshire tea. Those were the days, pre-COVID. How do I respond to partner's weak jump overcall? Yeah, and Manjit, you do normally need 2 honours in the suit. Suit quality, yes. Yeah. How do I respond? Well, respond in exactly the same way as if partner had opened with a weak 2. So 0 to 14, you'd bid for the level of the fit. 15 to 17 points is the asking bid. And this is artificial and would need to be alerted by your partner at the table if you're playing face-to-face. It doesn't happen very often. Okay, so 1 club by the opposition. I've done a weak jump overcall of 2 spades. Don't need to alert it. What would be your best bid there, do you think, with 8 points? So here we can bid to the level of the fit. 3 spades, yeah. Not expecting to make it particularly, but you're unlikely to be doubled. You know, opponents are nervous about doubling contracts at the 2 level or the 3 level, because if they make, they've doubled you into game. And clearly the opponents have almost certainly got a heart fit on here. So, yeah, good to, even if he's bid 3 hearts here, he's still bid 3 spades. Okay, so up to 15, bid to the level of the, you've got 9 spades, bid to that 9 level. Unassuming cubists don't work over a weak jump overcall, Manjit, just to be clear. Let's play hand 2 on BBO. Because the reason the unassuming cubit doesn't work over a weak jump overcalls, you know, partners only got between 5 and 10 points. They've limited their hand. Let's see what we've got here. It's a 1 club opener. We can jump to 2 hearts. And what does North do with their 13 points? Well done, Ita, in your competition, by the way. Little bird tells me you did well. And credited me with the victory, which was kind. I'll be expecting a check in the post anytime soon. A share of your winnings. So yes, they can bid to the level of the fit now. They know, even with no points at all, as a spoiling. But here you see, you're half spoiling, half hoping you might make 4 hearts. But yes, you know you've got 10 hearts between you. Bid the level of the fit. Remember, we lead low from an honour. If you had a double turn, you'd be the king followed by the 7. But with 3 cards or more, it's low from an honour. Good. Well, I'm just thinking about losers. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Lots of finesses going on. I'm also remembering by clicking here that East opened 1 club. So third player's got all the points. Most of them anyway. Annie won a session of bridge on her cruise. She got 50p voucher. Well, at least 5p of that will be mine, Annie. I'll give you my bank details. Right, let's go. I'll throw the 8 just to make it a little bit more confusing. Have a third round of clubs. Which one am I going to rough with? There's no point doing a loser on loser here because I've got such good trumps. I'm not bothered about trump promotion. But which one should we trump with? So it wasn't even 50p. It was a 50p voucher. Generous price, Annie, at bridge. Normally you don't win anything. Yes. Well, you can win with the ace if you want. But best to trump high in case West has run out. Yeah, you can afford to. You've got such good trumps. Now, what do we do next? Clearly it's right to draw trumps here. But which card should we play from our own hand, Clara? A trump, a spade, or a diamond? And try not to look at the East-West cards because that's cheating. Just look at dummy. Definitely we want to get to dummy. Clearly with 3 hearts missing, it's better to finesse. Do we go to dummy with a spade or a diamond? That's the $1 million question. If you're watching in replay, I'd like to ask you that question as well. You give me some vibes. If you're watching in replay, remember, you can ask questions on the posting page on the LBO website. I'd be happy to answer your bridge questions there. Just the occasional one, not too many. I don't want 5 questions a week. You'd soon know about it if you sent me 5 questions a week. Now, those who made the mistake of playing a diamond, it's a mistake. You lose to the king expectedly, and then you latterly lose a spade to the king. There's no way of getting rid of that spade loser. So that was bad luck if you played a diamond. Oh, hello. Play a spade, you see, because then even if it loses, you can set up a spade winner for a diamond discard later on. They do best to come back a spade. Okay, good. So that was a really important play to make. Going to dummy with a spade, not the diamond. Now, which heart do we play from the dummy? Ten or the 2, which is best, do you think? Well, much better to play the 9 or the 10, yeah. Because if it wins, no point covering, by the way. You know the partner hasn't got any hearts. If it wins, then you keep the lead in dummy. So well done if you played the 9 or the 10 there. And trumps were 3-0, so it was a wise move. Continuing with the finessing. Finally, we eke out the King of Hearts. Over to dummy with the Ace of Diamonds. Clearly no need to finesse. And we've got 2 spade winners to get rid of the losing diamonds. Like that. So we are just going to make our 9 tricks. And that hand is available in replay as well, actually. For those who want to play later on BBA, you can have a go at playing it yourself by pressing the play button on Bashir's link to BBA, which is next to the replay and where you download the notes. And then when you're finished playing it, press next, and then I take you through the hand myself. It's all pre-programmed. Very good. So 4 hearts made. A good one for the weak jump over call. Okay, so this is a rare type of hand now. 1 club, I've jumped to 2 spades. What would your best bid be here? Quite unusual to have 16 points when West has opened the bidding, but it will sometimes happen. You need to know what to do. What's your best bid here? So yes, I'll have to finish on time today because I'm picking up my son. We're going 10-pin bowling up in Teesside Park, which is near Middlesbrough, with a couple of other friends as well. It'll be fun. I do like a bit of 10-pin bowling. Don't do it enough. Right, well, you might have a chance of game here. So we need to ask partner about their range. Well done for the 2-no trump bid. It's an asking bid. It should be alerted by your partner at the table. Yeah, if you're playing face-to-face. There's my alert card. Look, nice and pristine and blue. Remember, you don't ever alert your own bids. You must always stay quiet. The person who bid the 2-no trump. It is artificial. It never says you want to play in 2-no trumps. It would just not be wise. So it's 15-17, and North will bid 3 spades with a minimum. Yeah. That's 5 to 7 points. Or with 8 to 10, they'll show you a feature. Here they just bid 3 spades. Look, the minimum 6 points and you pass. It's an extremely rare bid to make. I can't remember the last time I made that bid because, you know, quite often West has got an opening hand. South will be weak, not strong. Talking of features, they're the same as if you open a weak 2. After the 2-no trump forcing inquiry here, what feature do we show? Do you remember? Quite tricky, the features. People do forget them. It doesn't matter too much if you forget them, because you just need to remember that repeating a suit shows the minimum hand, 5 to 7 points. Any other bid is 8 to 10. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But can you remember what the feature is here in priority? There is a priority. It's nice to speak to one of our subscribers, Marina, yesterday. She's in County Kildare in Ireland, but rarely joins us live. Well, the first priority actually is to show 2 of the top 3 honours. There's a get out of jail free card. How do we show 2 of the top 3 honours at a maximum after the 2-no trump inquiry? Do you remember? In spades. That's the priority. So if you're 8 to 10 points, how do you show 2 of the top 3 honours in spades? That's the next question. That might change your bid. There you go, 3-no trump. Well done. Very well done. You bid 3-no trumps first time round. Most of you are bidding 3 hearts there. Yeah, you do have a feature in hearts, the queen, but the first priority is to show 2 of the top 3 honours. Good. Just like if you were responding to a 2-no trump inquiry. But this bid is very rare. And there you go, look. Partner can then bid 4 spades, which is an easy make. Probably make an over trick. If you don't get a diamond lead, try and set up the clubs, couldn't you? Yeah, if you got a 3-3 club break or even 4-2. If you don't get a diamond lead here, you can set up the clubs. I probably would draw trumps first, though. Draw trumps, ace king of clubs, ruff a club, over to the ace of hearts, ruff another club. You set up 1 or 2 club tricks there. But I would draw trumps first because you've got plenty of entries to the dummy. So quite an interesting hand to play that. If you don't get a diamond lead, you might make 12 or even 13 tricks. But draw trumps, then set up the clubs, and you've got the ace king of hearts as your entries. Right. Next slide. Preemptive overcalls. Well, these are different from weak jump overcalls. These are double jump bids and are identical to a week 3 opener. So it's a 7-card suit with at least 2 honours, and again 5 to 10 points. So I've opened 1 club. What would be a preemptive overcall here then? Judith said, do priorities alert for major? Yes, you do alert any of those bids, Judith. Yes, I think it was a question. What's our best bid here? Morning, Melissa, Ingrid, Salier D, Dulcie, Anzin Harrogate, unless we forget. Adrienne, Rosemary, Julie B, Catherine, all jumping to 3 hearts. Yeah, I always say to people, let's, 1 heart here is a normal overcall. Okay, 6+ points, 5 or however many cards. 2 hearts here is a weak jump overcall. That's a 6-card suit with 5 to 10 points. 3 hearts here, which is a double jump. Yeah, there you go. There's your double jump. There's Bajir and his lovely wife having a double jump in the sunshine. Look. No, priorities are the same for major or minor. Weak jump overcall, I think, Judith, yes. Yeah, yes. Weak jump overcalls are pretty much the same, Robin and Sue. A week 2 opener is the same as a weak jump overcall. A week 3 opener is the same as a preemptive overcall. Here, look, 3 hearts. It's a double jump. Yeah. So normal overcall, jump overcall, double jump. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Cynthia's asking how Bashir's operation went. It's not till April, Cynthia, I believe. He's doing something else today. I don't know what he's doing this morning, but no, his operation on his throat is sometime in April, which is rather boring for him. Right, it's a 1 diamond opener. East, what's their best bid with 9 points? And 7 hearts. Morning, Graham and Carol, Ita, Robin, Stuart, Janie, all jumping to 3 hearts here. B, hat. Yeah, well done. Fine to bid 3 spades here. What next from West? Four hearts, yes, level of the fit. You know what bid I would actually make though? What bid would I make at the table, do you think? I think most would bid 4 hearts. I'm happy with that, but What bid do you think I would make at the table using the E word? Not everyone likes the E word. There's one of my subscribers who doesn't like it very much. Of course, I won't tell you his name. But E for experience. You can't teach experience. That's the point I'm trying to get across. That's why I call it the E word. Just comes after many years of playing, good bridge. Well, I'm not feeling that fruity. Yeah, and I would put the pressure on with 5 hearts here. Yeah, that's what I would do. Because I'm non-vulnerable against vulnerable. Clearly, the opposition are going to make some number of spades. But actually, I'm happy at the moment. We'll just get a bid 4 hearts. North bids 4 spades. Just started to snow. Oh, where are you, Mike and Irene? We missed the snow on Saturday. They said it might, but it didn't. Oh, they're in Edinburgh. That would explain it. Morning manager. LBO Caroline's with us, keeping her hand in. Julie G, Rosemary. What next for South, if anything? Yes, level of the fit would be 5 hearts, Jill, but it is a bit no man's land, isn't it? 5 hearts. It's neither game nor slam. But the only reason I'm bidding 5 hearts is because I don't have much defense, and I've got a void, and I'm not vulnerable against vulnerable. North would bid 5 spades over 5 hearts, by the way, with a singleton and great support. And what next for South, then, everyone, if anything? That's the question. Over 4 spades. Where it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loser hand. It's a very good hand when partner's shown spade support. And you've got the ace of diamonds, which is in their first suit. I'm definitely bidding, 1 or 2 of you being fast. Now, I think we do need to check on aces here. We could be missing 2. I do like fast, but, Blackwood is there for a reason. That reason is to check we're not missing 2 aces. There's no harm in doing 4 no trumps. In fact, it's a good idea. And this is Roman key card Blackwood. If you're playing normal Blackwood, North would respond 5 hearts, which is 2 aces. But what would they respond playing Roman key card? Because that's something we do teach now on this channel. In fact, next week, we've got... What's we got next week? Responding to 2 no trumps. And then I think end play in 2 weeks' time, yeah. So responding to 2 no trumps next week, 2 weeks' time, end play, which is always a popular lesson. This week, there's a review of the 2 club opener at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning, by the way. How to respond to the 2 club opener. So yes, 5 hearts is 2 without the Queen of Trumps. So we're missing 1 ace, but we've got great trumps. We can still go to 6 spades. We're just missing 1 of the 5 key cards. Good. But it was a good idea to go via Blackwood. And we're leading partner suit, might as well. What are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts are that we've got potentially 2 losers, a heart and a club. So we need to find a way around that. We'll come to that in a minute. E switches to a club. Probably. Which club do we win with there, do you think? The king of clubs or the ace in dummy? Yes, king to keep the entry to dummy. What do we do next, do you think? Do we draw trumps or something else? How are we going to get rid? What I'd be thinking about, really, is just how I'm going to get rid of that club loser. And there is gold dust amongst our midst. Now, normally, we would play the diamonds first. Yeah, to establish it. But actually, we can afford to draw trumps because we've got so many of them. Keeping the master trumps in dummy. Good, so trumps are drawn, didn't take long. Which card do we play next from Declarer? Well, clearly we need to set up the diamonds, so we say higher card from the shorter holding. Diamond to the king. Rougher diamond. Over to dummy with a trump. Plenty of entries to dummy. See, that's why we didn't need to set up diamonds straight away. Another diamond is roughed. Over to dummy with the ace of clubs. Always satisfying. Setting up the 5-card suit, the gold dust. And they're just marvel at it for a second. It's not easy. And at the table, players often get this wrong. That's why we do practice establishing the 5-card suit quite a lot online. And also on bridge holidays as well. It's quite a popular lesson on our bridge holidays. Wave bye-bye to the club loser. And we've got winning trumps left. This one you can play on replay. Yes, Manjit. Yeah. Yeah, this one and the previous one you can play again yourselves. Good. And it's always worth practicing establishing the 5-card suit with trumps. Right. So back to the classroom. What if opener bids 1 spade, though, and you want to preempt at the 4 level? Be a preemptive overcall, wouldn't it? Well, holding only a 7-card suit, be cautious. If your double jump takes you to the 4 level, as the opponents are more likely to double you, and they may collect a decent penalty. So prefer an 8-card suit to jump to the 4 level, especially if vulnerable. So these are guidelines. So I've opened 1 spade. What would you bid with that one there, do you think? 7 hearts to the king, queen. 7 points. No one's vulnerable, so it's love all. Morning, Pauline. Morning, Christine Lewis. Rosemary, Robin, Julie G, Margaret, of course, Noli. Anthony Lloyd's still in South Africa. Maggie. We've got many regulars who've been with us since the beginning. Mike and Irene, the double act, Dulcie, Assumpters in Ireland. Part of our strong Irish contingent. Yeah, so it's a bit 4 hearts here, it'll be foolhardy. So let's, it'll be a bridge too far, in fact. And there is a picture of the film of bridge. Maybe it's not the film, it's just a still, I think. Yeah, and with no shape, you know, you're 7-2-2, 2. I'd reel it in and just, you know, do a weak jump overcall there, 3 hearts. Good. What about this one, though? This time, you've got an 8-card club suit. Let's say no one's vulnerable. It wouldn't make any difference to me if we were vulnerable either here. What would be your best bid here with 8 of them? Morning, KTP. Yes, here we can go four clubs. Yeah, with a good 8-card suit. 4 clubs would be just like opening 4 clubs, isn't it? Would show an 8-card suit and a weak hand. Put the pressure on. They are likely to W as well if you've got so many clubs and good ones. I think 5 clubs is a bridge too far. I don't mind 5 clubs. Yeah, I don't hate it. But I think 4 clubs puts quite a lot of pressure on. Good. Let's play hand 4 on BBO. Here it is. Right, it's a 1-heart opener from East. And look at the vulnerability. We're green against red. North, south are not vulnerable, known as green against red. Red are vulnerable. What would be your best bid here, do you think, with 7 diamonds? Well, normally I might bid 3 diamonds here, but because of the vulnerability, when you're green, you can get away with so much more. You know, especially green against red is the bidder's vulnerability. I'm actually going to go in with 4 diamonds here, the double jump. Many of you just went 3 diamonds. I would if I was love all. But, you know, and with 2 singletons in the majors, almost certainly East-West have got a massive fit in hearts and spades, hearts or spades or both. So we apply maximum pressure here with a 4 diamond bid with great shape, 7-4, 1-1, and most important, green against red. West has to pass. North, what about them? So they clearly bid to the level of the fit. Yeah. I'm not bidding 6 diamonds here. No, that's a bit rash. But 5 diamonds. Katie, Ella, Janie, Mary. Yeah, well done. And yeah, bidding to the level of fit as well. What about East? Anything from East, do you think? What have they got? 15 points? I think they have to do something. Given that North and South may not have many points at all. Yes, I would double here. Mainly for takeout. Yeah. Short in diamonds, you know. Yeah, well done. You've got to do something. Because the opponents clearly, you know, won't have many points. And what do you do with the West hand? 9 points. If anything, what does West do after partners take out double? The reason we know it's for takeouts is nearly all doubles have a takeout if partner hasn't bid yet. So West hadn't bid, so any double by partner is still for takeout. I think actually West would pass now. Yeah, I do. If West bids, then it becomes a penalty double, yes. But because West has passed, East double is still primarily for takeout. But for my money, it's really too high for West to bid 5 hearts vulnerable and just 3 cards. Funnily enough, it was the winning action, but well, is it? Yeah, you can make 5 hearts just, I think. But yeah, I think they would pass at the table. Although well done if you bid 5 hearts. Right, let's see what happens to 5 diamonds doubled. Opening lead is the 2 of hearts. Well, thank you, partner, for the dummy. Ace of hearts. And they come back another one, which we ruff. Okay, so what do we do next at trick 3? As declare a south. Which card do we play? So yes, next week we are responding to 2 no trumps. And this Wednesday, we are doing a review of a 2-club opener. How you respond to 2 clubs. They're always useful. That's at 11 on Wednesday, if you fancy coming along to that. Well, I think our only chance of making this hand is to get club ruffs. Is it not? Create the void in dummy. That's our only chance of making extra tricks. We need to do that straight away. Yeah, lose a club. What does West do, having won the King of Clubs now? What do they do as West? Well, they switched to a trump. Yes, sharpish. Yeah. Winning. I would just overtake that one. Now, of course, with the void created in clubs, we can ruff clubs in dummy. Ace of spades and a ruff. Ruff another club. Ruff, say, a heart. Ruff it high just in case. Ruff another club with the ace of diamonds. We can afford to ruff it high just in case. And then we draw the last trump out. Look at that. We are going to make 5 diamonds doubled. Ta-da! 550. Nice score. Well done if you bid 5 hearts though. It is fairly close. 5 hearts would have made on careful play. Although you do have to play 5 hearts rather well. You have to finesse, get the clubs right, and get the hearts right, because you'd get a singleton spade lead. So yes, 5 hearts would maybe. You would have to play it quite carefully. You know, when it comes to playing the clubs, make sure that you start off with the king, start off with the ace of clubs. Yeah. Otherwise, if you start with the king of clubs, you'll lose a club trick. It doesn't mean to be a negative score, Sally. No, BBO just get it wrong. It's actually plus 550. Yeah, don't worry about the minus. It always means plus 550. Oh, here's a question just to finish. Could West have found a better lead there? I don't think I'd have led a heart there, to be honest. What should West have led, really, do you think? Against 5 diamonds doubled. I don't think I'd have led a heart. Well, when the opponents have overstretched to the 4 level or 5 level on minimum point count, and you've doubled it to your partner, I would say it's nearly always right to lead a trump. Yeah, because when they've stretched, they won't have many points. What they will have is shape. Yeah, so given that they've got shape, the only way they're going to make tricks or extra tricks is via roughing. So a trump lead becomes a hot favorite there. I would have led the 4 of diamonds. And that is the only lead to defeat the contract. Because when you get in again with a king of clubs, you play another trump, and declarer can only ruff 2 clubs in dummy, not 3. Okay, so well done if you actually in your mind had the trump there. Good. Well, that is the end of the BBO for today. We just need to go back to the classroom for a second. There you go. So if you remember just 3 things, and this is one of our easier lessons, of course, always nice to have an easier lesson once in a while, because we do have quite a few hard ones. Oh, Patricia wishes she could show me my new 10-week-old puppy. Take a photograph, Patricia, and post it next time. Or send it to me on the email. I would like to see your puppy. I love dogs, as you know. I am an animal lover. Good night, Shauna. Thanks for your attendance. So just remember 3 things. A weak jump overcall is a good 6-card suit, couple of honours, and 5 to 10 points. Just like if you open a week 2. Weak jump overcall, a 3 level, should be a decent 7-card suit, or very good 6-card suit with shape, depending on vulnerability. And finally, responding to a weak jump overcall or preemptive overcall, you bid to the level of the fit. So thank you everyone for your attendance. That is the end of the show for today. I hope we got Monday morning off to a good start for you.
Oh, well, that was a very interesting show, that one.
Quite interesting hands as well, Franny, I thought that. You know, some quite tricky hands. You know, that first one where we played in 2 spades, you had to do the loser on loser.
Yeah, they weren't easy.
And loser on loser is quite an advanced play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was nice to have LBO Caroline joining us as well. Picking up some tips, yeah. But I love doing weak jump overcalls. It's really satisfying, you know, just taking bidding space away from the opposition.
But you do, as you mentioned, be aware of the fact you will most likely be doubled if you go to the 4 level.
Yeah, if you're going too high, just be a bit cautious. But again, it's experience. You know, vulnerability. You can't teach vulnerability. You know, when to bid with vulnerability. But all I would say is, if you're green, not vulnerable, you can be a lot more ambitious with your bids than if you were red.
All right. So you're off to 10-pin bowling.
I'm going to do some 10-pin bowling very soon. I will get in my car. I will go and pick up Sebastian from the X family home, and then we'll drive up to Teesside Park. So that's fun. We're having Pizza Express at 12:30 for lunch, and then
at the bowling place.
Yeah, they've got like big developments, you know, restaurants and so on.
Oh, lovely.
But hopefully I'll be on form. Last time I did 10 pin bowling, I was terrible at Christmas.
Oh dear.
I think I only scored about 90, which was really bad for me. But yeah, I did blame it on the lane. I thought the lane had a curve on it.
Good try.
So thank you. Right. Well, thank you for stepping in.
Yeah, no problem. Well, you have a bit of fun with your son, and I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see me Wednesday. Yes, we're going to double. You're going to double dose to me this week, Franny. So yes, we're back on Wednesday for, as I said, the 2-club review. So really, how best to respond to 2 clubs, etc. Oh, someone likes your haircut.
That's Beetle. Really? Thanks, Beetle.
Oh, well done. Did you have your haircut recently, Franny?
I did.
So well done, Beetle, for noticing.
Yeah, very observant.
And she gets brownie points.
Oh,
Patricia noticed too.
Oh, heavens.
There you go. Yeah. That's always a good sign. Oh, Sally AD noticed. Look, they're all saying they notice your haircut now. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll say goodbye and thank everyone that's on the replay for tuning in.
Yes, a big warm thank you to all those on the replay. Always appreciated your attendance too. I'll say goodbye to Jack's mum because she's not with us today. We know where Jack's mum is.
Yeah, Morocco.
So yeah, sunning it. Actually, no, I say sunning herself. Working reasonably hard. They've got quite a big group out there. So yeah, Jack's mum is keeping it up. They've got another week, I think. And my dad's there too. Jack's dad is there as well.
Is he helping out?
Yes, he had a stroke 5 years ago, Dad. He's 84, but he can still play bridge. And he can still have conversations and stuff. So, yeah, he can do limited things. But he won't be teaching, but he'll certainly be helping them out with their bridge numbers.
Okay.
Well, lovely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll hit the goodbye button and look forward to seeing everyone soon.
Yes, well, we'll see you on Wednesday, and definitely I'll see the class a week today for the next lesson. So thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.